To Juana Bonner, the defensive assignment on Caitlin Clark. These teams played 4 times in the regular season. As you see Mitchell hit it there 4 times in the regular season.
Start for Mitchell. Hitting the jumper. Here's Bonner in the corner. She got it on a 3. And she can get hot by Carrington. Finds Boston.
Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever proved no match to the Connecticut Sun on Sunday in Game 1 of their opening round playoff series. The Sun showed why they were the number 3 seed in this matchup as they made easy work of the 6th-seeded Fever, 93-69. After the game, Clark was asked if she felt that playing on the road was the reason why Indiana lost so badly. The 22-year-old herself stated before the game that she felt that the Fever did not have the best games whenever they played in the Mohegan Sun Arena in Uncasville, Connecticut. However, when asked after the loss if she felt that this was a pivotal factor in Sunday's loss, the Fever rookie sensation had a defiant response. She said,
we were down 8 or something, maybe 11 going into the 4th. We had our chances. I felt like I said, we didn't play well. We didn't play to the level that we're capable of playing. And, we didn't shoot the ball like we're capable of. But even that to the side, we're capable of winning this game without making shots. Our defense could have been a little bit better. Obviously, Marina gets hot, and she's a really good player. But, I had a few lapses on the defensive end where, as a shooter, once you see 2 in a row go in, the basket looks huge, so you can't allow that. But like I said, we can win. It's not anything about the building. It's not about the gym. It's not about the hoops. I have all the confidence in the world in this team, and everybody in our locker room does, and I know we'll be a lot better on Wednesday.
Caitlin's confidence in her team shows great leadership. She believes they can bounce back and play better next time. For her part, Clark shot poorly in her playoff debut. She finished with 11 points on 4 of 17 shooting, including 2 of 13 from beyond the arc. The newly crowned AP Rookie of the Year did add 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals, and a block to make up for her horrendous shooting, but as she said, it was far from enough. Her coach, Christi, said,
I agree with what Caitlin just said. We scored 69 points, and when we go back and watch this, I didn't really say much because I want to go back and watch and just kind of see. But I think we just, these guys are going to shoot the ball a lot better on Wednesday, and that's going to make a huge difference. And, the first 3 quarters we battled. I think we got rattled in the third a little bit when they started they hit some shots. But then we kept making shots, and then we really, that 4th quarter, we stopped scoring. And then they had some late buckets, after the game was out of reach. But some things that, some highlights, they had 6 offensive rebounds in the first quarter. And I think we gave up 2 the rest of the game. We just got to find those positives. We had 23 assists on 27 baskets. And I'm pretty sure, like Caitlin said, when we go back and look, there were some wide open shots that would have given us even more assists right there. So, whatever matchup they come with, I still think we had some good looks. We just have to do a better job of, they had 50 points in the paint.
I agree with Coach Christi. Focusing on the positives and their good shots will help Caitlin and the team do better in the next game. Let's see what Ari Chambers said about Caitlin's performance.
And Caitlin Clark and the pressure. There's a whole team of people that is feeling the pressure because all the eyes are on them. But the Connecticut Sun is hungry. They're physical. They've been here before. They have veteran leadership that can really, really infiltrate the entire team. Their shooting is going well. Their defense is great. Connecticut Sun is so well-rounded. Whereas Indiana, yes, they've been clicking lately. They've been trending up. But this is a new ball game, a new atmosphere when you enter the playoffs.
All right, so despite being named AP Rookie of the Year earlier today, Cece wasn't playing like her usual self against the Sun. Here's what she had to say post-game.
We were right there, and I felt like we just played a crappy game. The flow of the game was really bad. I don't know if that was the reffing. It was probably partly us because we struggled to get stops at times, but also, the clock getting messed up. It was just one thing after the next. But we can win. It's not anything about the building. It's not about the gym. It's not about the hoops. I have all the confidence in the world in this team, and everybody in our locker room does, and I know we'll be a lot better on Wednesday.
Final game of the day. What a day it has been in the WNBA. We have the 5 seed Seattle taking on the Las Vegas Aces, seeking their three-peat. What do you want to see in this matchup, Ari?
I want to see how Jewel Lloyd shows up. We know all season she's been kind of struggling offensively when it comes to Jewel Lloyd's standard. her, but also how they're going to compensate for Ezzy Megbagor not being in the game. And so
I don't think the pressure is too much for Caitlin Clark, Ari. She's repeatedly proven that she can handle tough situations, and while the Connecticut Sun has experience, Caitlin's talent and determination can help elevate her team. The Fever may be new to the playoffs, but with her leadership, they can surprise everyone and compete at a high level in future. Despite the nature of the blowout, Clark remains adamant that the Fever are capable of winning in Connecticut. They have no other choice but to do so in Wednesday's do-or-die showdown. A loss means the end of the road for Indiana, while a win will force a winner-take-all Game 3 clash at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Even after a tough loss, Caitlin Clark's belief in her team's abilities is impressive. Despite her shooting problems, she thinks they can improve in the next game. The Fever's determination will be important in their must-win match on Wednesday.
And that ball's hit to the shortstop. Rojas throws it over to first base, and that's not going to be enough. That's an infield single by Contreras. Turner, my bad. We're in the bottom of the fourth. We got a score of 1-0 to the Phillies. Runner on first, no outs. This brings someone to the plate. One time, I think we're right now.
As the Indiana Fever get ready for their first playoff series, taking on the favored Connecticut Sun in a much-anticipated matchup in the first round of the WNBA postseason, Clark tried her hand at something new. Caitlin Clark is good at many things, most notably shooting, passing, and drawing an unprecedented amount of fans to basketball games. But can she call baseball games? The answer to the question that absolutely no one was asking arrived Friday via the TikTok account of Clark's Indiana Fever teammate, Lexi Hull.
And here comes the 0-1 pitch. And a little outside.
There you go.
A little outside. I like it though. Nola's on the mound tonight. And his Skechers, red Skechers he's wearing. Swings a chopper right down the first base line. Harper fields it in, and that's an out. That's one out.
And
Runner. Runner advances to second. And a swing and a miss for the second strikeout of the inning. Nola gets out of it after the lead runner gets on. It might have been the second batter. I'm not sure. And that brings us to the top of the fifth, with the Phillies leading 1-0. We'll be back in a minute with a 30-second break. Thanks for tuning in.
With apparently nothing better to do on Wednesday, Clark tried her hand at play-by-play for a game between the Milwaukee Brewers and Philadelphia Phillies. As Hull described it, Clark claimed she'd be a good commentator and tried to prove it with some fourth-inning commentary. We'll give her this. Clark definitely has the voice for the broadcast booth and some of the terminology down. We just don't know how many times we've heard "this brings someone to the plate" and "it might have been the second batter, I'm not sure" during an MLB broadcast. By the end, Clark couldn't keep it together and fell laughing to the bed. She still decided to pitch the Phillies on some off-season work in the comments of Hull's video. Clark finished her rookie season Thursday with numbers that will leave a mark on the WNBA history books. After her first 40 WNBA games, Clark holds the WNBA single-season and single-game records for assists, the second most three-pointers in a season in league history, the rookie records for points, assists, and three-pointers, and the only rookie triple-doubles the WNBA has seen. Beyond that, Clark has been a draw for the league on a level rarely seen in sports. Basically, every WNBA broadcast partner set ratings records this season, all via Clark games, while the Fever saw enormous spikes in ticket sales, jersey sales, and social media engagement. It was fitting that Clark's final game of the regular season was the most attended in WNBA history. Now, we can only wait and see what happens when the Fever's first playoff appearance since 2016 begins on Sunday.
But my teammates do a really good job of that. They think I'm funny. They think it's funny, so... And then Aaliyah is the one that ends up with a technical. That's the best part about it all. Like, she's the one babysitting me, and then somehow she ends up with a technical. And she didn't really do anything. She was just standing there, so that's what was funny to me. I think...
Roberta Rodriguez, A Brazilian-American reporter slammed Caitlin Clark for supposedly complaining too much in games and allowing her teammates to babysit her. The sports journalist also made claims about how Clark supposedly perceived her teammates. Rodriguez expressed what she labeled as her unsolicited opinion, following Clark's remarks on her Indiana Fever teammates' constant de-escalation tactics. Rodriguez wrote on X, "Caitlin Clark behaves and exists like a white teenage boy, including using the privileges that come with being one. It may be all giggles among the teammates for now, but getting your mostly black teammates to babysit you and finding it funny, especially when they start getting texts themselves as a result of your actions, has a really bad ring to it," she added. She is surely cool about being de-escalated, but had things to say about being fouled. She sees players being destroyed in her name and doesn't do anything about it. The reporter then called it one of the reasons why Clark was hard to appreciate outside of her on-court brilliance. Without specifying, she also compared her to other players in the league who were as scrutinized or more by other people, Rodriguez said. That's what makes it impossible to appreciate Caitlin Clark beyond her basketball, especially when you have players who are much more poised than her being called the most horrible things. Clark has picked up 6 technical fouls this season and is one away from serving a 1-game suspension during the regular season. Nevertheless, Clark has been the team's focal point, averaging 19.5 points, 5.7 rebounds, 8.4 assists, and 1.3 steals. The Indiana Fever, 2019, have the 6th best record in the WNBA. Fever teammates always on the lookout for Clark's temper. On Instagram, Caitlin Clark's teammates reacted to how they tried to calm the rookie down during her heated moments with the referees. Aaliyah Boston and Erica Wheeler laughed as photographer Bree Lewerke posted photos of Clark's teammates calming her down to prevent her from racking up more technical fouls. "We work overtime," Aaliyah Boston reacted to the post. Clark also found the photos funny. Clark commented, "Bruh, the team has enjoyed an impressive run in the later half of the season, winning 7 of its last 10 games. The Fever have only 1 game remaining on their regular season schedule. Regardless of the result of their game versus the Dallas Wings, the Fever will end the season with the 6th seed, as they await their opponents in the first round of the playoffs."
We're not allowed anymore to show the number 1 draft pick in the WNBA draft as opposed to Angel Reese, a woman who can't run. I mean, next time you watch Angel Reese play, yes, she can play. She's a good player, but she can't run. But we're not allowed to show the number 1 pick in the draft, the most dynamic player, including everybody. Why? Well, because it's racist. Yes, it's racist according to the idiots. When will the madness end? I think it's on its way to ending. I do. I think that Netflix special last night showed that black folks can get on white folks on black folks.
There has been a long-running rivalry between Reese and Clark going back to their days in college, but it's seemingly become very one-sided in the WNBA. Clark doesn't really ever mention Reese or the Chicago Sky. Meanwhile, Reese can't seem to stop using the Indiana Fever and WNBA sensation for attention. On the first episode of her podcast, Reese said,
"So I think it's really just the fans, her fans, the Iowa fans, now the Indiana fans that are like, they ride for her. And I respect that respectfully, but sometimes it's very disrespectful. I think there's a...
When it comes to people who like Clark. Now, she felt bad. TikTok user @TheLunctionLawyer shared a video claiming fans of Clark never cared about basketball. They only care about racism. No, this isn't a joke. TikTok user claimed in a recent video,
"Oh, I am all in white people's business this week. Like, first Taylor Swift, now Caitlin Clark. So Caitlin Clark, like the Taylor Swift post, you know, the Taylor Swift post. And baby, all of a sudden, all of her alleged fans are withdrawing support. Like, they wanted her to be the face of racism so bad. Whole time, she just wanted to play basketball, get her sponsorships, and go home. Like, turns out she doesn't want to be the brand ambassador for hatred. And this really confirms that a lot of people were never Caitlin fans. You were just Angel Reese haters. Let me say it again. You were never a Caitlin fan. You were an Angel Reese hater. You didn't care about Caitlin Clark's skills. You like the fact that she was a white woman performing exceptionally well in a sport dominated by black women. So instead of appreciating Caitlin for being an incredible, talented player, it was all about being anti-Angel Reese. That's not weird to y'all? Y'all think that's weird? Anyway, I know Caitlin wanted to tell y'all in her comment section that it's not an airport. You don't need to announce your departure, but you know, She kept it cute as a sponsored, well-paid, talented WNBA.
Angel Reese seems to agree with the idea that fans of Caitlin Clark are racist. A gross attack on people who simply like enjoying watching Caitlin Clark play basketball. Was that Reese's response? Nope. Instead of ignoring the post, she showed full support for it and wrote in the comments, "You left no crumbs." That's slang for saying someone nailed it. This is nothing short of disgusting behavior. If Angel Reese wanted to set an example, she would have denounced the video. Instead, she hopped into the comments and showed overwhelming support for a post claiming Clark's fans just wanted her to be the face of racism so bad. It's an insanely racist video, and instead of speaking out against it, Reese is endorsing it. There's simply no excuse. This shows how fandom can be influenced by racial bias. Do you think Angel Reese should expect more from herself and ask her fans to do the same?
The only thing you can say about her as a rookie is that she wasn't Caitlin Clark. That's about it.
Whoa! Did you just hear what Stephen A. Smith said about Angel Reese? He straight up said the only thing you can say about her rookie season is that she wasn't Caitlin Clark.
The number 7 pick in the draft finished the season averaging over 13 points, 13 boards. It's the highest rebound average in the history of the W.
Angel Reese isn't just any rookie. She's been dominating the league, setting records left and right. But apparently, that's not enough for Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A., now that her season is over, how would you grade her rookie campaign?
Here's where it gets juicy. Stephen A. Smith, the man with the hottest takes in sports, was asked to grade Reese's rookie season. And what he said next? It set off a firestorm.
Very good, very impressive. She deserves a lot of credit for it. Feisty, goes out there, fights, gives it all she's got for her teammates every day.
Okay, seems pretty positive, right? Wrong. Keep listening, because this is where it all goes off the rails.
The only thing you can say about her as a rookie is that she wasn't Caitlin Clark. That's about it.
Boom! There it is. Stephen A. just dropped a nuclear bomb by comparing Reese to Caitlin Clark. And let me tell you, Angel Reese did not take this lying down.
Indiana Fever rookie sensation, Caitlin Clark. There's nothing really to say other than that. She's winning Rookie of the Year. She's a top candidate for League MVP honors. She ain't beating Asia Wilson for the MVP. But she's beating Angel Reese for the Rookie of the Year. That's a wrap. That's over.
Did you catch that? Stephen A. is laying it down hard. He's not just saying Caitlin Clark is good, he's saying she's dominating the league. And poor Angel Reese? Stephen A. is basically saying she doesn't stand a chance.
Angel Reese was older. I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be? But she is young. She's only 22.
Stephen A. is calling out Angel Reese for being naive. But wait, is he actually defending her? This is getting wild.
Caitlin Clark is box office. She is a star. And Angel Reese is to be completely believed that there's no hate. They both get along. They're cool with each other. They're high-end competitors, etc., etc.
Stephen A. is giving props to both Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese? What is happening? Is this the same Stephen A. Smith we know?
But you've known they were coming for you when you were waving your hands in your face to mock Caitlin Clark when you were beating her for the national championship.
Oh my God, Stephen A. is not holding back. He's basically telling Angel Reese, you brought this on yourself.
But some of them are racist. Some of them don't want Angel Reese to be the one coming at her, and they use ethnicity as the rationale behind.
Stephen A. is touching on the race issue. He's not just talking about basketball anymore. This is getting deep and controversial. I don't know about you, but I am shook by all this drama. What do you think? Is Stephen A. right about Caitlin Clark dominating the league? Is he fair in his criticism of Angel Reese? And what about those race comments? Angel Reese and Sky disappoint WNBA fans and loss to Mystics, extend losing streak to 4. Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky are trending in the wrong direction. Chicago dropped its 4th consecutive game with a 74-70 loss to the Washington Mystics on Wednesday at Wintrust Arena. The Sky fell to 11-19 and are fighting for positioning at the bottom of the WNBA playoff picture. As for Washington, it is just 9-22 overall but has now won 3 in a row. Reese fell short of her usual double-double with just 7 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 turnovers. Fellow rookie Camila Cardoso did finish with a double-double of 10 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists, but it wasn't enough to counter the Mystics and Stephanie Dolson, 17 points and 6 boards. Social media reacted to the loss for the Sky at Joavian. Angel Reese is the Dennis Rodman of WNBA, can only rebound, at her 13th Wimbo. If Angel Reese can settle down offensively, which I expect her to after a year, or a Sky Freeze. As a big fan, Angel needs serious help offensively, and you can tell they're not working on that in practice, even without the missed fouls from refs. IDK what happened from before the All-Star break till now. Chicago was without leading scorer Kennedy Carter because of health and safety protocols, which shifted even more of the focus to Reese. All eyes were on the rookie regardless, as she entered play one double-double away from the WNBA rookie record of 22 double-doubles in a season. Reese already broke Candace Parker's record for consecutive double-doubles across multiple seasons and was looking to add to her list of accomplishments with an impressive performance against the Mystics. Yet she and the Sky struggled in the early going and found themselves trailing by double digits in the first half before trimming the deficit to 5 at intermission. That momentum carried over into the second half, as Chicago took the lead in the third quarter with Reese crashing the boards. The rookie reached double-digit rebounds in the third and needed 3 points in the fourth to break the double-double record. With the game and record hanging in the balance, Diamond D. Shields provided a scoring spark off the bench in the fourth quarter for the Sky. It was much needed, with Michaela Onyenwere doing much of the heavy lifting in the scoring department through the opening 3 quarters. Still, it wasn't enough. Reese didn't score a single point in the fourth, and Washington closed on a 13-2 run to escape with a win and send the Sky tumbling into their high-profile showdown with Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever on Friday. Stephen Curry and LeBron James just broke the internet with a shocking X collab. Is this the start of a Lakers super team? Let's break down the buzz that's got the whole league talking. In a surprising twist, NBA fans have been treated to an unexpected treat. Stephen Curry and LeBron James have joined forces on X. This digital collaboration comes in the wake of persistent trade rumors linking Curry and James, who have long been viewed as potential teammates despite their fierce on-court rivalry. The post, featuring a nostalgic photo from their Olympic days alongside Kevin Durant, has ignited a frenzy among fans and analysts alike. The image, which showcases the trio in their prime, sparked immediate speculation, which left fans saying, "Really happening?" As the post went viral, it was accompanied by a flurry of comments and hashtags about the possibility of Curry joining LeBron on the Los Angeles Lakers. While this social media moment is sure to keep fans buzzing, it's crucial to remember that trades involve complex negotiations and significant factors beyond mere Instagram interactions. However, this high-profile collaboration certainly has everyone wondering if this is a sign of bigger things to come in the NBA. Stay tuned as the offseason continues to unfold. Curry shared the picture and fans started rumors. Is Curry joining the Lakers? A fan asked, "You're a Laker." The Lakers have been at the center of trade rumors involving Curry for some time now. With the team in need of a dynamic playmaker to complement LeBron James, Curry's name has frequently surfaced in trade discussions. The fact that Curry and LeBron chose to collaborate on this X post has only intensified these rumors, leading many to wonder if this is more than just a nostalgic gesture. The intrigue surrounding Curry's potential move to the Lakers is heightened by the current offseason atmosphere. With numerous high-profile trades and signings expected, Curry's collaboration with LeBron James has added an extra layer of speculation. Fans and analysts alike are poring over every detail, trying to decipher whether this social media moment could signal a significant shift in the NBA landscape. What is the rumor of Curry and Lakers? The rumor linking Stephen Curry to the Los Angeles Lakers has generated significant buzz due to several factors. The Lakers are in search of a dynamic point guard to complement LeBron James, and Curry, known for his exceptional shooting and playmaking, fits the bill perfectly. With Curry under contract with the Golden State Warriors until 2026, speculation often arises around high-profile trades, especially when teams like the Lakers are involved. Now Curry, who removed "Guard for the Warriors" from his bio and changed his Instagram profile picture, has sparked chatter among NBA fans and analysts, particularly in light of ongoing rumors linking Curry to a potential trade to the Los Angeles Lakers. The timing of these changes has intensified curiosity about his future, leading many to wonder if a major announcement is on the horizon. Recent social media interactions, including Curry's ex-post with LeBron and removing "Guard for the Warriors" from his bio, have given more curiosity to fans, and analysts interpret these moments as potential hints about future moves. LeBron's known admiration for Curry and the Lakers' championship ambitions further amplifies the speculation. While the trade rumors are exciting, they remain speculative, and no official deal has been confirmed. As the offseason progresses, the buzz around Curry and the Lakers continues to captivate the NBA community. As the NBA offseason heats up, this Curry-LeBron collab has fans on the edge of their seats. Is it just social media fun or a sign of big changes ahead? Only time will tell. What do you think? Could we see Curry in purple and gold? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more NBA buzz. The King has spoken, and he's left the NBA world stunned. LeBron James, the basketball GOAT from Akron, just dropped a bombshell that's sending shockwaves through the sports media landscape. With one simple social media update, King James has crushed years of accusations and silenced his biggest critics. For years, talking heads like Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith have been painting LeBron as a jealous, resentful superstar. They've claimed he's threatened by the success of Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant. But now, LeBron has flipped the script in the most unexpected way. In a move that's left fans gasping, James changed his Instagram profile picture to an iconic snap of himself, Curry, and Durant in action from the Paris Olympics. This isn't just any photo, folks. It's a scene that mirrors the first Avengers movie. Is LeBron assembling his own super team of NBA heroes? One fan raved on Twitter, "LeBron just ended a decade of hate with one pick," while another exclaimed, "Skip and Stephen A are shaking right now." But let's rewind and look at the shocking accusations these analysts have been throwing at King James for years. Skip Bayless, the self-proclaimed LeBron's biggest critic, has been relentless in his attacks. After the Paris Olympics, where LeBron dominated with averages of 14.2 PPG, 8.2 RPG, and 10.2 assists, Bayless had the audacity to say, "Man, poor LeBron James. Steph Curry just shot him right in the heart, just stole the MVP right out from under poor LeBron." Can you believe the disrespect? Bayless deliberately ignored LeBron's monumental performance to push his anti-James agenda.
This is the perfect stage for LeBron James to have a huge game.
But wait, it gets worse. Stephen A. Smith, a self-proclaimed Michael Jordan stan, has been on a mission to tear down LeBron's legacy. He's repeatedly called James sensitive towards Curry and Durant's success. In a shocking statement, Smith even said, "When we talk about how great they were as players, well, LeBron had to go to Miami to get the title. And then LeBron went back to Cleveland to join Kyrie Irving and get Kevin Love from Minnesota in order to win in Cleveland. And LeBron had to get Anthony Davis to get to LA before he won the title in LA. Jordan stayed, Steph Curry stayed. Is Smith forgetting that basketball is a team sport? Or is he just desperate to keep his idol Jordan on top? But here's the real kicker. Despite years of these analysts pushing the narrative of a jealous LeBron, the King has always shown nothing but love for his fellow superstars. Remember when he admitted to being in awe of Durant's scoring ability? In a 2014 interview, LeBron said, "I get jealous sometimes when I look over at KD and he's like 16 for 32 from the field and then 14 for 34. I'm not much of a forced shot guy. But there are games where I have it going, and then at the end of the game, I'm like, damn, I shot just 12 for 16? That's not jealousy, folks. That's respect and admiration for a fellow great. And now, with this epic Instagram update, LeBron has shattered the false narrative once and for all. By showcasing himself alongside Curry and Durant, he's sending a clear message. There's no jealousy here, only mutual respect and camaraderie among NBA legends. One sports psychologist exclusively told us, this move by LeBron is a masterclass in emotional intelligence. He's not just refuting the accusations, he's transcending them. It's a power move that shows he's above the petty rivalries others try to create. Fans are going wild over this development. The hashtag #LeBronUnitesNBA is trending worldwide, with supporters and critics alike weighing in on this groundbreaking moment. One fan tweeted, "LeBron just ended Skip and Stephen A's careers with one pick," while another posted, "This is why LeBron is the GOAT on and off the court." But the burning question remains, how will Bayless and Smith respond to this epic shutdown? Will they finally admit they were wrong about LeBron, or will they find new ways to spin this against the king? One thing's for sure, this story is far from over. As the NBA season approaches, all eyes will be on LeBron, Curry, and Durant to see if this social media bromance translates to the court. What do you think about LeBron's game-changing move? Has he finally silenced his critics once and for all? Or is this just the beginning of a new chapter in the NBA's greatest rivalry? Sound off in the comments below and let us know where you stand in this explosive debate. Remember, you heard it here first. Keep it locked on our channel for all the latest updates on this developing story. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all the hottest NBA drama. The Olympics may be over, but the excitement is just beginning. Team USA brought home the gold, but now everyone's wondering, could we see some of these superstars teaming up in the NBA? LeBron and Steph lighting it up together, KD and Booker joining forces, the possibilities are endless. We've seen Olympic teammates become NBA powerhouses before, from the Heatless to the Warriors dynasty. Will Olympic chemistry lead to NBA championships? Let's break it down. Now for the question you know you've been dying to ask for 3 weeks about the Team USA men's basketball Avengers. With their gold medal mission accomplished, which players on this star-studded squad are going to join forces on an NBA team down the road? With the national team's rich history of such things, it's only natural to wonder. The Miami Heat-less trio of LeBron James, Dwyane Wade, and Chris Bosh that teamed up in 2010 had USAB roots, as they grew close while playing together in the 2006 FIBA World Cup in Japan and Beijing Olympics in 2008. The Golden State Warriors dynasty had a similar story, with Kevin Durant, Andre Iguodala, and Stephen Curry bonding in Turkey at the FIBA World Cup in 2010, then finding a way to come together 6 years later. Iguodala and Durant were also together on the 2012 Olympic team in London. Just last week, longtime NBA veteran and ESPN commentator Kendrick Perkins claimed that James Harden, while playing for Team USA at the London Olympics, was strongly encouraged by his superstar teammates to leave his sixth-man role with the Oklahoma City Thunder that summer and pursue a more worthy role elsewhere. He would be the centerpiece of the Houston Rockets by that October. But the tricky part about this phenomenon, and the thing that makes it so hard to handicap whether we'll see a super team spawned out of the Paris Games, is that you'd need telepathic powers to figure out if any of these all-stars are truly thinking about playing together down the road. This sort of process isn't typically linear, with other developments needing to unfold on each player's respective NBA squad before those Team USA connections come into play. What's more, the freedom that comes with free agency, more often than not, plays a part. Yet when it comes to the relationships that appear to have grown these past 4 weeks, from Las Vegas to Abu Dhabi, London, Lille, and the City of Light, there are a few worth highlighting and monitoring. But the thing to remember, and the factor that always plays a pivotal part when stars decide to align, is that it all starts with the competitive status of their current team. To that end, we begin with 2 legends in advanced age who have 8 NBA championships between them, but whose teams missed the playoffs entirely last year. Let's talk about LeBron and Steph. This one gets top billing because of what went down at the February trade deadline, when we learned Curry's Warriors made an unsuccessful bid to the Lakers for LeBron. That sort of breadcrumb, one that was so fascinating to consider after all the years they'd spent as rivals during all those Cavs-Warriors NBA Finals face-offs, tells you 2 things that still remain relevant. Curry had given a thumbs up to the idea, which reflects a level of comfort between the two, even before they worked so beautifully together en route to Olympic gold. The Warriors clearly had intel suggesting this was a pitch worth making. At the time, James was approaching his possible free agency, and there seemed to be enough questions as to whether he'd want to stay in Lakerland that it led to a conversation between Golden State owner Joe Lacob and the Lakers' Jeannie Buss. At the time, James signaled he'd rather stay put, and the whole idea died on the vine as a result. But he would go on to sign a 2-year, $100 to $1.4 million deal, one that includes a player option in the second year and a no-trade clause. Point being, the same Warriors-Lakers dynamics could be there again this upcoming season, especially if the Lakers are struggling in the kind of way that makes James rethink his strategy in these final few years. As a relevant side note, Team USA, our Warriors coach Steve Kerr, seemed to click with James all the way through as well. There's one massive problem with that plan, though. Bronny James now plays for the Lakers. It's hard to imagine LeBron wanting to go anywhere now that his son is wearing the purple and gold. So, could the 36-year-old Curry become so fed up with the diminished help around him in Warriors world that he heads for the exits and somehow pairs up with the 39-year-old James and fellow Team USA star 31-year-old Anthony Davis? It seems unlikely, what with Curry's stated goal of playing his entire career with the Warriors. But he's a competitor of the highest order, one who just saw his team say goodbye this summer to his beloved backcourt mate Klay Thompson, this summer while failing in its pursuits of Paul George and Lauri Markkanen. With that backdrop, it's worth a reminder that he made this ominous comment to Yahoo Sports' Vincent Goodwill while at Team USA's Las Vegas training camp in early July. "It's always been my goal, and I'm saying that sitting in this chair right now," Curry said about retiring with the Warriors. But like you said, life, and especially life in the NBA, it is a wild environment and things change quickly. In terms of Curry's contract, he has 2 seasons left, $55.8 million and $59.6 million, and is eligible to add 1 more year on an extension this summer. Warriors general manager Mike Dunleavy Jr. made it clear what the organization wants, telling our Anthony Slater that Curry can have whatever he wants, and that he is pretty confident he will be a Warrior for life. The fact that they clearly enjoyed each other's company, constantly goofing around at practices and celebrating with such joy together after the biggest of wins, is of equal importance. When it was over, after Curry put France to bed with that 3-point flurry and said "Nuit Nuit" before closing the door, James decided to post the picture that perfectly captured their shared spirit. The news conference after the Team USA gold medal game, with Kerr, Curry, and Kevin Durant all raving about one another on the same podium, was the kind of thing I never could have imagined 5 years ago. It happened from start to finish, with Durant and Curry sharing a Mutual Admiration Society news conference at the start of the Olympics as well. When Durant left Golden State for Brooklyn in free agency, there was a fair amount of shared baggage from their 3 years spent together. You don't have to be Dr. Phil to figure that out, as Durant came very close to winning 3 consecutive championships, within a torn Achilles tendon in fact, yet chose to head for the exits. But feelings evolve over time, and Curry and Durant spent the entire Team USA journey sharing the kind of deep reverence that was there during the best of times in their Warriors days. On Curry's side, it was notable the first-time Olympian would routinely reference Durant's 3 gold medals, now 4, and standing as the best Team USA player of all time. Durant, in turn, spoke glowingly about who Curry was and remains both on and off the floor. Yet while the Warriors are clearly on the prowl for another big-time star, and with a known commodity like Durant certainly fitting that bill, Phoenix Suns owner Matt Ishbia emphatically insisted the 35-year-old wasn't going anywhere in late June in response to speculation of a possible Durant departure. NBA draft night is the best. Everyone talking about the drama and storylines, some are right and some are just wrong. Matt Ishbia said, "My turn. Phoenix loves Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant loves Phoenix, and we are competing for a championship this year because we have the team to do it. Gotta." But how might Ishbia feel if they fall short again? Or Durant, fellow Team USA member Devin Booker, or Bradley Beal for that matter? Only time will tell, but the Suns' first-round loss to Minnesota in last season's playoffs wasn't the sort of start any of them envisioned in their first season together. When the gold medal game news conference was nearing an end, after they all fielded several questions about Curry, Durant, and James, Kerr grabbed the microphone and announced that he had one more thing on his mind. Devin Booker is an incredible basketball player, said Kerr, who chose to start Booker for every Olympic game en route to him, averaging 11.7 points, team best 56.5% from three, and 3.3 assists. Nobody asked about him, but he was our unsung MVP. I just wanted to say that. Curry, in turn, posted Kerr's quote on his Instagram story and added the caption, "Damn straight," while tagging Booker's account. For someone like Kerr, who is typically bound by